The morning sun glistened over the training grounds of the Scottish Fire and Rescue Service Academy, casting a golden hue on the freshly mowed grass. Rows of fire investigators stood tall in their crisp uniforms, but all eyes weren't on the humans today. They were on a black Labrador with eyes as sharp as flames and a nose that had changed the game. His name was Star. With a sleek coat, a wagging tail, and a calm confidence, Star trotted out beside his handler, Watch Commander Gary Wood, who wore a proud smile and a few extra tissues in his pocket, just in case. This was no ordinary parade. This was Star's passing out ceremony, marking the end of intense training and the beginning of a groundbreaking career. He wasn't just any dog. He was Europe's first official fire investigation dog trained to detect hydrocarbons, substances found in accelerants used in arson. For investigators, Star wasn't just a dog. He was a revolution on 4 legs. Star's story began far from the spotlight. He had been a rescue dog, unwanted, overlooked, and nearly forgotten. But beneath his quiet demeanor and intelligent eyes was potential waiting to shine. When the fire service was searching for a dog with the right temperament and drive, Star was chosen from a rescue center in England. And from that moment on, his fate changed forever. He trained for months with Gary at the Essex Fire Service, learning to detect even the faintest trace of hydrocarbons, substances that humans could never smell but that played a critical role in identifying deliberate fires. Star learned not just to sniff them out but to alert his handler gently, never disturbing the crime scene, always accurate, always professional. Back at the parade ground, a small crowd of firefighters, trainers, press members, and supporters gathered. There was a gentle breeze in the air, and the kind of hush that meant something special was about to happen. "Ladies and gentlemen," the announcer began, "please welcome our newest graduate, Star, Europe's first fire investigation dog for the detection of hydrocarbons." The crowd erupted in applause. Star tilted his head at the noise, then looked up at Gary as if to say, "Did I do good?" Gary knelt beside him, rubbed his ear gently and whispered, "You did amazing, buddy." A red rosette was pinned to Star's harness, and he was presented with a golden collar tag engraved with a fire service emblem. It wasn't just a symbol, it was a badge of honor. In his demonstrations, Star had already helped solve mock investigations, locating hidden traces of petrol and diesel buried under rubble and soaked into fabric. His nose could do what lab tests would take days to confirm. With him on the team, arson cases had a new, powerful ally. Star will be deployed across Scotland to support real investigations, Gary told the crowd. He's not just here for show. He's here to save lives, uncover truth, and bring justice. Star barked once. Perfect timing. The audience laughed and applauded again. He was a natural in every way. As the ceremony ended, Star received a bone-shaped cake, a new toy, and endless belly rubs. Reporters crowded to take his picture, but Star remained calm, collected, and focused, just like during training. And as the sun began to set, casting a soft orange glow on the academy grounds, Star sat beside Gary, now fully graduated, a full-fledged fire investigation dog. His tail thumped softly against the ground. He was no longer just a rescue dog. Over the years that followed, Star would go on to support investigations across Scotland, helping to detect accelerants in suspicious fires and working alongside forensic experts and police officers. His success paved the way for more dogs to be trained in this field, forever changing the landscape of fire investigation in Europe. And it all began with a dog who had once been unwanted, until he found his calling.